What happens when the weakest hunter returns as a god? Welcome, everyone, to Solo Leveling Season 2 Episode 1. Episode 1 begins with Jin-Woo, who is extremely tired after finishing a mission, so he is sleeping till late. Suddenly, he gets a call from his sister Jin-Ha. Hearing Jin-Woo's sleepy voice, Jin-Ha immediately understands that he is still in bed. She is shocked and says, "Do you even know what time it is? Did you forget? Today is my parents' meeting. You were supposed to come to my school." Hearing this, Jin-Woo is shocked. He quickly jumps out of bed, gets ready, and rushes to her school. When Jin-Ha sees Jin-Woo's new appearance, she is surprised because he looks completely different now. Jin-Woo asks, "What happened? Do I look bad?" She replies, "No, not bad." As Jin-Woo walks inside, all the girls around start staring at him and become his fans instantly. Seeing this, Jin-Ha teases him, "You're getting so much attention. You don't have a girlfriend, right? I think I should introduce you to someone." Jin-Woo pulls her cheek and says, "No need for that." In the next scene, Jin-Woo meets Jin-Ha's teacher. The teacher praises Jin-Ha and says, "She always gets good grades. She's a role model for other students. Her mock exam results are excellent, so she can easily get into medical school. And that's what she wants. So please don't give her any extra pressure." Jin-Woo replies, "Okay." Then the teacher asks, "If Jin-Ha awakens as a hunter someday, will you allow her to become one?" Jin-Woo thinks for a moment and says, "No." The teacher says, "I knew it." Jin-Woo asks why she asked this question. The teacher says she wants him to do something for her. Next, we see Sung, who comes out of a building and sees Jin-Woo standing outside. She remembers that he is the same person she once went on a raid with. She is confused seeing him there. Jin-Woo shows her a picture of himself and Jin-Ha and asks, "Do you know Jin-Ha?" Sung's friend, who is also Jin-Ha's friend, recognizes her and says, "Are you Jin-Ha's older brother?" Jin-Woo says, "Yes." Sung instantly understands why Jin-Woo has come. She says, "I don't know what the teacher told you, but I won't return to school, and I'm not quitting hunting." Jin-Woo replies, "I didn't come here to lecture you. You're an E-rank hunter. You won't earn much money like this. You only earned well that one time when you joined our strike team." Sung gets angry and says, "If you came here to lecture me, then leave." Jin-Woo calmly replies, "I'm not here to stop you." Next, we see Hwang Dong-soo, who has returned from America. Jin-Chul has come to meet him. Hwang is surprised and says, "The manager of the Hunter Association came to see me?" Jin-Chul asks him how long he will stay. Hwang replies he doesn't like this country and won't stay long. Jin-Chul then asks, "Did you come back to find those two hunters?" Hwang says he already knows the answer, so why ask? He adds that Jin-Chul should already know what he plans to do with the E-rank and D-rank hunters inside the dungeon. Then Hwang uses his aura to threaten Jin-Chul. Jin-Chul says he's only doing his job. Hwang leaves. In the next scene, Choi informs President Go that the ant monster now has wings and can fly short distances. Go orders a full investigation. Next, Jin-Woo meets manager An and Hyung. An says he didn't expect Jin-Woo to contact them. Suddenly Sung also arrives. An recognizes her from the previous raid. Jin-Woo apologizes for being a burden and says he wants to train this girl a little. They agree and say Jin-Woo can handle it easily. A C-rank dungeon had opened that morning, so the timing was perfect. Then an A-rank tanker named Kim Chul arrives. He is annoyed that he has to babysit E-rank hunters. An explains that today's mission is meant to give young hunters training experience. Kim Chul will be the strike team leader. An lists the team: 1 A-rank hunter, 5 B-rank hunters, 2 C-rank hunters,
2 E-rank hunters.
Total 10 members. Jin-Woo thinks that he brought Song here to show her how brutal raids can be, but this team is too strong, so she won't understand the real danger. No arrives and warns Jin-Woo not to contribute too much in this mission since it's for newbies. The team enters the gate. Inside, Jin-Woo immediately feels something strange. Before he can react, the gate turns red. He tries to pull Song out but cannot escape. He asks An to contact the primary strike team. In the next scene, Beck also learns about the situation. Hearing what happened, he is shocked and says, "I'm coming there right now." A red gate transports you into an entirely different dungeon, and until you defeat the boss, or until the dungeon collapses on its own, you cannot leave, and no one from outside can help us either. The monsters here are extremely powerful. Hearing this, Song is about to say something, but suddenly someone attacks her, and another hunter as well. The other hunter gets hit, but when the attack is about to strike Song, Jin-Woo catches it in his hand and stops it instantly. A female hunter nearby witnesses everything. Jin-Woo tells everyone, "As you all know, because of the red gate, we won't get any support from outside. We must fight alone. Seeing the situation, I advise you all, if you want to survive, follow the directions of the highest ranked hunter here, which means obey me. But I can't protect every single one of you alone, so we will split into 2 groups. That will increase our chances of survival." He continues, "If we stand here arguing, we'll just freeze to death." Then he says, "Whoever follows me, I guarantee that I will get that person out alive." Hearing this, even the higher ranked hunters agree to join Jin-Woo. He also explains explains, "In the outside world, 1 hour will pass, but inside this place we might be trapped for months, so I can't protect the weaker hunters constantly. You don't need to panic, just stay alive until we defeat the boss. After that, we'll all go home together." The same girl hunter then tells Kim Chul that she is joining the weak group. Kim Chul gets irritated but says they will head toward the clearing path. Jin-Woo agrees and says, "Fine." Then we'll head toward the forest. Kim Chul takes his team and leaves. In the next scene, inside the forest, Kim Chul is still annoyed and thinks, "These hunters are low rank. So why am I acting like that E-rank guy is the leader?" Suddenly, a large group of ice bears appears. Kim Chul and his team begin fighting them. Meanwhile, Jin-Woo's group discovers an area filled entirely with ice bears. Song panics and says, "This whole area is filled with ice bears. We should run." But Jin-Woo calmly says, "This is exactly why we came here. This is bear territory, so we don't have to worry about the ice elves. The elves are intelligent, but the bears we can defeat." Hearing this, Song says, "I never thought about that." Jin-Woo replies, "It's very cold here." He then takes out warm coats for everyone from his inventory. All the hunters are shocked, wondering how Jin-Woo did that. Everyone quickly puts on their coats. Song then nervously asks Jin-Woo, Who exactly are you?" Jin-Woo puts his hand on her shoulder and says, "I'm the one who brought you here, so getting you out safely is my responsibility. Don't ask me too many questions." Song nods and gets a little shy. Jin-Woo tells the other two hunters as well, "Don't ask me anything unnecessary." Suddenly, an ice bear appears in front of them. They get scared, but Jin-Woo tells them to step back. Jin-Woo then changes his title to Wolf Assassin, which increases his damage against animal-type monsters by 40%. Outside, Beck arrives and tries to open the gate, but it is sealed. On tells him Jin-Woo is inside. He suspects Jin-Woo might be reawakened. Beck is shocked. Then Hwang Dong-soo arrives, saying he came to meet Jin-Woo, but now he's stuck inside a red gate and might die. Inside the dungeon, Jin-Woo easily kills the bears, gaining huge XP because red gate monsters are stronger. Everyone is shocked by his power. Later, Jin-Woo reaches a giant bear cave. Seeing many bears, he summons Shadow Monarch Army and Igris. They begin fighting the bears. Jin-Woo notices his MP is depleting too fast. The bear boss arrives and defeats the shadow soldiers. Jin-Woo sends Igris alone, and Igris fights bravely, dodging attacks and dealing heavy damage. Finally, Igris cuts the bear's head off, and it falls in front of Jin-Woo. Jin-Woo realizes Igris could have killed him earlier if he had used his full power. Meanwhile, Kim Chul's team is wiped out by ice elves. Only one hunter is alive, but gets killed in front of Kim Chul. Kim Chul panics and runs away. The ice elf leader watches him escape, and that is where the episode